Mr. Bertha, I have read every email you have sent. I have read every complaint that you have filed. I have reviewed every allegation you have made, and I have found that there are no criminal charges that have been done by anybody. I am also telling you that your continued communication to the spouses of elected officials is a crime and needs to stop.
My name is David Bertha. I'm the body, mind, and soul behind the Cartoon News Network. You just heard from crooked-ass state's attorney from Kane County, Jaime making up crimes, falsely saying that it's a crime to talk to someone, a spouse from an elected official. That's a crime. We live in America, bitch. It's called freedom of speech. Anyway, I'm going to read from the criminal complaint that her bitch-ass husband filed against me. This is what he said, Jameson Hassenminder. He works for Performance Health. Fuck him and fuck the company he works for. On November 30th, 2021, I received an email to my work account from an individual named David Bertha. I am a corporate attorney for a business called Performance Health. I do not do any work in any criminal courts. This email went to my spam account. See, right there, that's where this motherfucker fucked up. That's where he fucked up. Because see, now he's lying, right? If you don't believe me, I'm going to keep reading. Approximately 1 month later, my wife, Jaime, who is the Kane County State's Attorney, asked me if I had received an email from David Bertha. I searched my email and found the email. I then read it. It was incredibly offensive and threatening. See, right then, they're trying to get stalking charges, right? So you got to prove, in order to get an emergency stalking order, that it's an emergency. Like somebody threatened you and they're about to come to your house, right? But supposedly he gets threatened. His wife gets threatened. And by the way, his wife got the same email. But they don't file charges against me. They received the email in November. But it takes them a month or so before a charge is filed. Anyway, I'm going to keep reading. The email called my wife jizz in her mouth, Jaime. That's not against the law, Jameson. You're supposed to know that. You're a fucking attorney. Spoke about a prosecutor who had been arrested, that my wife was part of the problem. Yeah, your wife is part of the problem. And that he, Bertha, would make Jaime pay for the choice, bitch. You're right. I'm making the bitch pay for the choice right now. Right? You thought it was embarrassing getting those emails? How embarrassing is it watching this YouTube video? I'll see how they get down in Kane County, right? Oops, I'm in Kane County. I attend committee board meetings to complain about a history of police misconduct, malicious prosecution, and several instances of obstruction of justice. So, jizz in her mouth, Jaime wants to make it a crime for anyone to have a verbal disagreement with an elected official or the spouse of an elected official. Protection orders were granted because I had the audacity to call a white woman, who the people of Kane County elected to public office, a bitch when she is in fact a bitch. Protection orders were granted to everyone that works at Performance Health, whether they asked for it or not. Protection orders were granted to stop me from stalking people that I had never met or contacted. Let me continue reading from Jaime's bitch-ass husband's complaint. I was upset and very alarmed by the email. I was further upset by the email because he included the CEO, chairman of the board, and 2 other individuals of the executive staff on the email for my business. Outside of being married to the state's attorney, none of us have any connection to what happens in Kane County criminal courts. Wait a minute. Didn't jizz in his mouth Jameson file a petition with the court claiming that the email went to a spam account? So his co-workers received the email, but he did not. And why was he so upset if his co-workers never mentioned it to him? Remember, he claimed that he was unaware of the email that was sent in November until his wife asked him about it in January. Let me get back to reading from the complaint. On January 12, 2022, I received another email from Mr. Bertha to my work account, including the same individuals from my business. This email had the subject, Ashley Haynes, lesbian lover. I know Ashley Haynes be the wife of Sheriff Ron Haynes. The email goes on to be extremely insulting and harassing to both Ashley and Ron Haynes. I found this email to be extremely harassing and obscene, given the content, including using the term pussy, calling Ashley a bitch, and saying that he was an army of one. It is further upsetting that it came to my professional email and the people that employ me and now I work with. Let me get this shit straight. Kane County Judge Julia Yetter granted Jaime's bitch-ass husband a protection order against me on behalf of his family, himself, and his employer because I called one of his friends a lesbian and her husband a pussy. I called Kane County because it's not just jizz in her mouth Jaime that's corrupt. If a black man is too black and too strong, they'll shut him up or lock him up. Just listen to the county board chairwoman deny me the right to speak at a meeting.
Mr. Bertha, I know that you have signed up to speak, but at this time I'm not going to be recognizing you. Our public comment is we have to make sure that our remarks are not disruptive nor offensive to the county board. I saw the title of your presentation. I found it highly disrespectful, highly offensive, and you will not be recognized.
The chairwoman of the Kane County Board is named Corrine Pierog. Members of the public and employees of the county who wish to adjust the board must register. I did that, but was not allowed to speak because a menopausal white bitch found the title of my presentation highly disrespectful and highly offensive. Bitch! Nobody gives a fuck what you found highly disrespectful and highly offensive. I've got First Amendment rights. I bet you find this YouTube video highly disrespectful and highly offensive. Good, because that's how I want you to feel about it, cunt. Now, am I banned from addressing the county board for the rest of my life? Or just until the voters decide to kick this stupid bitch out of office? The rules are clear. Individuals addressing the board shall refrain from statements, remarks, or conduct that is uncivil, rude, vulgar, profane, or otherwise disruptive to the conduct of the county board, or which causes a disturbance. I was denied my right to freely speak to the county board because of what some white bitch thought I might say. I've addressed this county board several times without using profanity or causing a disturbance. Denying me my right to freely address the board because members don't like what I've got to say was the latest example of their constitutional violation of my rights. Fuck Kane County Chairwoman Corrine Pierog. Fuck jizz in her mouth Jaime Mosser's bitch ass husband. Fuck the racist ass corporation that continues to pay him. And motherfuck Jaime Mosser and the bitch that raised her.